Welcome to Biology, my dear student. We are learning Chapter 8, Human Health and Disease. And in last class, we have learned about disease and agents causing disease. And I hope that you have understood last class. Okay. So, my dear student, today we will learn types of disease. So, what are the different types of disease that are found in human or that is seen among human population? Disease can be broadly classified into two types. So disease can be broadly classified into how many types? Two types. Number one is congenital disease. So my dear student, congenital disease are those which are inborn diseases. Okay, so by birth we are carrying that disease, so we can say genetic disorders. So whatever genetic disorders, okay, are seen among human population, you'll find that these are being carried by birth itself. So through heredity we are getting that disease. So the disease which we will get from our parents, okay, and by birth we will get the disease that are known as congenital disease. And number two is acquired disease. So acquired disease means disease that occur at some point during one's lifetime. So after birth, okay, from environment, if we get some disease, then that disease are known as acquired disease. Okay, and this thing we will get, okay, so this type of disease we may get through environment and during our lifetime. Okay, and these are not inborn diseases. This disease will get from environment after birth. Okay, but congenital disease are disease which we will get by birth. Okay, and acquired disease after birth. Clear? So these two type of disease, I hope that these things are clear. Okay, now my dear student, acquired disease is classified into two types. Number one, communicable disease, and number two, non-communicable disease. So my dear student, acquired disease is again classified into two types. One is known as communicable disease and another one is non-communicable disease. Okay, now communicable disease. So my dear student, communicable disease is a type of acquired disease. Okay, and communicable disease is also known as infectious disease. Okay, now let us know about communicable disease or infectious disease. Diseases caused by pathogens. So my dear student, communicable diseases are mainly caused by pathogens. So pathogens are microorganisms which are responsible for diseases. Okay, so the pathogens are those organisms which are causing disease. Clear? So last class we came to know about biological agents, okay, or pathogen. So these communicable diseases are caused by whom? By pathogen. Okay, and which are easily transmitted from one person to another through contact, water, air, food, etc. Okay, and my dear student, communicable disease, as from the name itself, it is communicable from one person to another. What happen? It is very easily transmitted, and through contact also. Okay, if you come in contact with another person, then also what happen? A healthy person will get that disease. Again, through water also it is spread, through air also it is spread, then food. Okay, so through this medium, what happen? The disease transfer from one person to another, and these things are very rapidly spread. Okay, so this is communicable disease or infectious disease. So my dear student, now On the basis of pathogen, these communicable diseases are named as follows. Number 1 is viral disease. So my dear student, nowadays you will hear about viral infection, viral disease, isn't it? So viral disease. So what are the different examples of viral disease? Influenza, rabies, okay, encephalitis, chickenpox, yellow fever, AIDS, mumps, poliomyelitis, okay. And in our current situation, okay, COVID-19 is also a viral disease. Our common cold, okay, is also a viral disease. So viral disease means what? The pathogen will be a virus. Okay, so viral disease are those diseases that are caused by viruses. So these all mentioned diseases are caused by virus, because of which they fall under viral disease. Okay. Then next, my dear student, bacterial disease. So disease that are caused by bacteria. So some example, let us see. Cholera, pneumonia, typhoid, tuberculosis, plague, whooping cough, diphtheria, tetanus, leprosy. All these diseases are caused by bacteria. So my dear student, because of which all these are known as bacterial disease. So can you see the pathogen are different for different diseases, isn't it? So viral disease, some examples. So these examples are very important from your competitive exam. Okay, for your competitive exam points of view, these examples are very important one. Okay, then bacterial disease, these are all bacterial disease. Okay, then my dear student, number 3 is fungal disease. So disease that are caused by fungus or fungi. So various types of skin diseases that are found in human are mainly because of fungus. Okay, so all our skin diseases, mainly these are being caused by fungus. Okay, and because of which these are known as fungal disease. Clear? Then number 4 is protozoal disease. That means these diseases are caused mainly by protozoa. Okay, example of disease are amoebic dysentery, malaria, Kalaza, etc. So my dear student, can you see malaria is a disease caused by protozoa. Okay, always remember that malaria is caused by protozoa. You should not be confused. So malaria is caused by protozoa, because of which malaria is a protozoal disease. Okay, amoebic dysentery, it is also caused by protozoa. Kalaza, it is also caused by protozoa. Okay, then number 5th is helminthic disease. So helminthic disease means these are mainly caused by worms. Okay, some example of disease are given here. Okay, mentioned here. You may see teniasis, okay, is a type of disease caused by tapeworm. Clear? Then ascariasis, it is a disease caused by roundworms. Filariasis, it is caused by filaria worm, and these are all diseases caused by worm, because of which they are named as helminthic disease. Okay, and my dear student, here these all are communicable disease. Okay, that means from one person to another it may spread. Okay, so you have seen bacterial disease, then viral disease, okay, then protozoal disease, fungal disease, helminthic disease. So all these are under communicable disease or infectious disease. Okay, and these are all diseases that are found in human. Okay, in men you will find this type of disease. Clear? Then my dear student, second type of acquired disease is non-communicable disease. So from the term itself, non-communicable, that means non-infectious disease. That means, what do you mean by non-communicable disease? So diseases which remain confined to a person and do not spread from one person to another is known as non-communicable disease. So non-communicable disease means what? The person who has, okay, that disease will remain within that person, okay, it will not spread from one person to another. Now my dear student, let us see some of the non-communicable diseases. So number 1 is deficiency diseases. So my dear student, deficiency diseases, so deficiency of nutrient in food, okay, may cause some diseases. Now deficiency in nutrients, that means because of some of the deficiency in vitamin, okay, some examples are given. Beriberi, so beriberi is a disease, okay, vitamin deficiency, vitamin B1 deficiency disease, because of which this disease occur in a person, we may see. And scurvy is another vitamin deficiency disease due to the deficiency of vitamin C. So these two are the disease which are known as deficiency disease. Now see my dear student, if someone have deficiency of vitamin C, okay, then that person may, okay, face may have some symptoms, okay, and if these symptoms occur, then we may call it as a scurvy. So due to deficiency of vitamin C, scurvy disease is seen in a person. Now this scurvy, if it happens to a person, it will not spread to another. Why? Because this is because of deficiency of vitamin C. Now another person may not have the deficiency of that vitamin, isn't it? So to him the disease may not occur. So these things are non-communicable. From one person to another, it will never happen. Okay, it will happen when that deficiency is seen in that person only. Okay, so these are vitamin deficiency disease. Now for example, night blindness. Okay, so we know that night blindness is due to deficiency of vitamin A. Now if somebody have that disease, then by touching that person, okay, by eating with that person, then by doing any activities, okay, roaming, spending times with that person, the disease will not spread to you. Okay, so you should be conscious about this. So some misconception, misunderstanding may be within us. We may be confused. Okay, if we hear a disease, then we may have some misconception that we should not remain with that person, because that disease will spread to us. Okay, so my dear student, mainly the vitamin deficiency disease, whenever you hear that these are due to the lack of some vitamins, okay, in that person is facing such a condition. So you should not feel like this, that by keeping a distance away from them, we should keep a distance away from them, otherwise the disease will spread to us. So this thing we should not think. Okay, then my dear students, second type of non-communicable disease is degenerative disease. So degenerative disease, what do you mean by degenerative disease? Diseases of vital organs such as heart, lungs, central nervous system, kidneys, etc. So my dear student, vital organs means most important organs of our body, because of which our life, okay, that living structure is been maintained. So our human body is being maintained by different organs, okay, vital, very important organs who are doing all the activities for our body, and these are the main organs. Okay, for example, heart. So heart is a main circulatory organ of our body. Lungs, these are main respiratory organ of our body. Central nervous system is the main organ for nervous system. Kidneys are the main excretory organ. isn't it? So these are vital organs of our body. Now, my dear student, if anyone heart is been uh, showing some abnormality, okay, some okay, people are having heart attack or some heart related disease. Now this disease will be not spread to anyone because that heart is present in that person, isn't it? And now that person have some disturbance in his heart, so that person, the disease will be not spread to you. If you talk with that person, if you eat with that person, the disease will be not spread to you, isn't it? Similarly, if somebody have the lungs problem, then also it will be not spread to you. Similarly, central nervous system, if somebody's brain are having some problem, then that will be not spread to you. Kidneys disease, okay, nowadays you'll find that so many people are facing this kind of disease. So this type of disease are non communicable, they will never spread to you from a infected one, okay. Then, my dear student, next number 3 is allergies. So regarding allergies, you have some misunderstanding, isn't it? Now you should always remember this, that allergies are non communicable disease. If somebody have allergies, then but if you are touching that person, that allergy will not come to you, okay, because these are non communicable disease. And allergies are caused by pre-sensitivity of the body of certain foreign substance. So allergies are allergies are some reaction of your body, okay. Yes, some person body may show some reaction, okay, or they may react to some foreign substance. For example, dust particle. So in that dust particle, okay, some dust particle, if they enter body, then the body may react to that foreign particle because that particle is foreign to the body. And if that substance and the body reaction takes place, then what happen, body may show some allergies, okay, snitches. Then some people have, if the spores or the pollen touches the skin, okay, skins, then you will find that skins, some rashes comes, then these are also allergic symptoms. So allergies falls under non communicable disease, okay. Then, my dear student, number 4, cancer. So regarding cancer, you may have some doubts, isn't it, that whether cancer is communicable or non communicable, okay, or if cancer can spread from one person to another or not. Now after this your doubt will be clear. So my dear student, cancer fall under non communicable disease. So cancer is a non communicable disease, it does not spread from one person to another. Now see, what do you mean by cancer? It is an abnormality caused by uncontrolled growth of tissues in the parts of the body. So cancer, what do you mean by cancer? Cancer means uncontrolled growth of tissues or cell, okay. So uncontrolled growth of cells or tissues in the body. So if body loses the control, okay, of tissues growth, then what happen, that abnormality is known as cancer. So cancer is such a disease which is non communicable, that means from one person to another it will never spread. So whenever you hear that some person are suffering from cancer, you should not okay, it is not required that you corner them, okay. So they should be taken care, okay, they should be given some attention. You may give a moment of happiness to them by smiling at them, by talking some good to them, isn't it? So that they may feel some happiness. So we should not corner that person, that cancer patient, they, you should not think that from them this disease will be spread to me, okay. So my dear student, today we have learned about communicable and non-communicable disease. But my dear student, regarding communicable disease, you should be little careful, isn't it? Because it may spread to you. Okay, now it's a question that COVID-19 disease, okay, it is a viral disease, okay, it is caused by coronavirus, novel coronavirus, and this is a communicable disease. Okay, now you came to know this is a communicable disease, because of which you are asked to keep a safe distance from each other, isn't it? So that it may not spread to you. You are asked to wear a mask, isn't it? So some guidelines are given to you so that this communicable disease may not spread to you or to some healthy person. Okay, so my dear student, with this today's class, let's end here.